Hello there, this is Big Benedict. We're playing Devil May Cry 4 on Legendary Dark Knight difficulty, and this is Mission 13, The Devil Returns. So here we're starting out in the Ancient Training Ground, and if I'm not mistaken, we will, in short order, be taking on a Blitz, who is completely optional. Yep, here he is. So, my strategy is to Royal Guard with the Gilgamesh. You jump, kick with the Y button, and the second you kick, or a split second after you kick, you press the B button to guard against it and you won't take damage. Even if you can't get it to work, you don't take very much damage to begin with, and you can deal with him. We will be dealing with 2 Blitzes 2 chapters from now. But it's not difficult whatsoever. I mean, even if it were 10 Blitzes, I don't think it would be an issue. So, I mean, I honestly don't think it would. So, he's imploded. Now we're going to go over here. And the struggle just hasn't been there for me. And it's itself become a struggle to come back to these and narrate them, because the more casual a game is, the lower of a difficulty setting you have it on, the less you have to impart. There's just not a great need to divulge strategies that will help people, because people really won't be needing help, I don't think. If you play Donatello Must Die difficulty, this is a joke. But I've already jumped into this project, and I'm past the point of no return, so I could stop it, but it's an enjoyable game nonetheless, and maybe I will get a challenge somewhere. And I'm not that good of a player, to be very brutally honest and self-deprecating about myself, so I don't know. But anyway, it's still a great game. It's a good thing to bring it to people's attention, because it is a nice difficulty mode. But I still enjoy it. I mean, when will we ever see a game like this come out again? Maybe never. Not even if they make Devil May Cry 5, because there's no guarantee that whoever makes that will retain the same kind of style, and maybe it won't be Capcom that's in business anymore. I don't know. So I haven't been excited about gaming in a long time. Like, every time I look on IGN in my subscription feed, because yes, I am subscribed to them, I haven't been excited about an IGN video in maybe 6 months. I don't even remember the last time, but it feels about 6 months ago. I think I saw something on there that maybe piqued my interest and got me excited slightly. And I think the reason for that is because the games that are coming out, they seem to be battle, like shooting games in first person, real-time strategy games, just everything. Like, it seems that we're drifting away from games like this, and that's why I think God of War is a really important game to keep making. So I don't think that it's me being depressed about games. I think it's me not seeing anything that is even remotely appealing to my sensibilities as a gamer. So that's why I have to keep looking back in the archives and looking for stuff that I've already perhaps played. And, it's really sad. So this part here, not too bad. We've got some Mega Scarecrows. The drive works really well. You saw that we had some of those, what are they called? Nemesis? I forget what they're called. You know the ones I'm talking about. The guys that fuse into the other people. So it's something I always say, but I don't know what's coming next for this channel. You know, not only are people not making the games that I like, but we're in a game drought. I'm not really sure what's making it. Maybe the loss of ambition from people. Because I really only asked for one simple thing. That the game be in third-person perspective. Normally when it's like that, I get it. You know, we're going to get games like Quantum Break, which is right up my alley, and games like not Bloodborne, but that other one that had the semblance of Devil May Cry. I can't remember what the name of it is. But I'm one of those people where I realize the importance of IPs, but for the love of God, just give me what I like. Otherwise, you know, I just don't know. I said it to somebody else, but I sample among the finest things in life usually, and having sampled all the finest stuff, now I only see the mediocre stuff in front of me, and I always compare those two, the two spectrums. Okay, so we have a lot more of the chimeras. That's what they're called. I forgot what they were called. They're called chimeras. So if you want to, you can stand on top over here and use the drive, and it will actually hit these guys down in here. But it makes me sad, and also kind of makes me sick too. That, well, I guess it doesn't making it sick would kind of make me seem like I'm really stuck up, but I don't know. I don't understand how people, it's one of those old tried and true things where, why don't people like the stuff I like? And to be fair, you have to accept what everybody likes. But it seems like everybody's just been indoctrinated to like just this mass appeal of a game that, is inherently in first person perspective and has no depth to it. And I'm speaking in the most general way possible, but like for God of War 4 to come out, that would be like the highlight of my whole year. But to other people, they might be mad that a game like that's coming out because they might think it's really stupid and that the franchise is being milked, when I don't think that franchise has ever been milked compared to other franchises. So that battle is concluded. Now we're going to go over here, and this battle I actually didn't fight, and I was going to redo this video, but I figured to myself, even though I said I wasn't going to be fleeing from battles, I've done other optional battles, and it's not something I do all the time either, so. I don't know. I also I can't understand why good games can't be produced. And I know it's hard to say, what is a good game. But basically, any game that I've covered on my channel, that is a good game. Anything like that. Why can't something even remotely close to that be produced? It's like those games are too good to exist and be reproduced. So, we've got our fill of it, no more. That's how it seems to me. No more good games. Just take this shit and be happy with it forever, because we can't keep making these really good games. It's just one of those irrational things that I think about. But I mean, a lot of things that people think are games, to me, they're not games. Like, even in that game called Fez, I barely think that's a game. Anything that's an indie game, yeah, sure, it's a game in the broadest sense of the word, but it's not a game, if you take my meaning. And, maybe Fez is a game. I'm just saying, I just want something fucking good. And it doesn't seem like we're going to be given it. And if we are, you've got to wait 3 or 4 years. Because I personally don't think Uncharted 4 will be out until spring of 2017. They gave us a new Uncharted every 2 years. Now we have to wait double that time, maybe even 5 years. And to me, that is like, what are you doing for all that time? Just fucking around, not making shit? It's probably what they're doing. Having a lot of company infighting, so that people are leaving that company. I don't know. It's just pathetic. I just don't understand it. They've made 2 huge sequels to that game, and Uncharted 4 is likely to be even smaller. Maybe not even as epic as those games, and it takes 5 years to come out. Even 4 years. Like, why is it double the time now? I just don't understand that. It was 2, 2, and 2. Well, 2 and 2. We got Uncharted 1, and 2 years later, I've looked all this up. 2 years later, Uncharted 2. 2 years later, Uncharted 3. So now it'll be 2 years. And 2017. I'm not joking. That's how long I think it's going to take these people to make that game. It's going to be like waiting for the new Zelda forever. But anyway, here's the She-Viper. I don't use the real impact on her. I just use aerial strikes with the B button with the Swordmaster and this weapon here. And I do most of my damage to her when she has the leaves around her, and she's on the ground, kind of sitting there and taunting you. And I died a couple of times on her, and I realized I was dying on the parts where she was spamming her projectile attack at the end. So I said to myself, I've got to bring more health to that section, or she's going to kill me. A lot of the times also I'm getting clipped by her because I can't evade quickly enough. And it's not the game's fault, it's my fault. But at this point, she's going to whip her hair around. You need to jump away before she launches herself. And I think for chapter 19, the one where you fight all the bosses, I'm not going to be talking about the bosses. I might not even include that chapter, because it's the epitome of something being redundant. And that's why I didn't cover it in DMC3 when that happened. But I'll think about it. So I covered it last time, but I went on a massive tangent because I just refused to talk about bosses I've already talked about like 3 or 4 times elsewise. Well, maybe not that many times, maybe 2 times. So you just want to powerfully hit her with your sword. I mean, that's pretty vague, but I would say it is a harder fight than Nero's fight, because you can't do the buster attacks. And why is that? Because those attacks take off a lot of health in between your normal hits of her. But the next chapter will still be in the forest, so if you dislike the forest, you're going to be in for at least one more chapter where you're disliking a chapter. But I will see you there. Sorry I was a little negative in this video, but it's just kind of disheartening to see that no games are coming out that are very good. So I will see you in the next chapter. Thanks.